Happiness through the Stoic lens. Welcome to the Practical Philosophy channel, where we explore the wisdom of the ages and how it can be applied to our modern lives. In this video, we'll be diving into the Stoic perspective on happiness, a philosophy that has stood the test of time and offers profound insights for those seeking greater fulfillment and inner peace. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the belief that true happiness and fulfillment can only be found by aligning one's will with the natural order of the universe. For the Stoics, such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, happiness is not contingent on external circumstances, but rather emerges from the cultivation of virtue, reason, and an unwavering sense of equanimity. Consider the example of a Stoic facing the loss of a job. Rather than succumbing to despair or anxiety, the Stoic would aim to respond with clear-headed reason and a recognition that this event is ultimately outside of their control. As Epictetus counseled, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By accepting the reality of the situation and focusing on what is within their power to influence, the Stoic can find a sense of tranquility and purpose even in the midst of adversity. This Stoic principle of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not is a cornerstone of their philosophy of happiness. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote extensively on this theme, reminding himself and his readers to concentrate every minute on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice. By honing our focus on the present moment and the virtuous actions we can take, we free ourselves from the tyranny of external circumstances and cultivate a wellspring of inner peace. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of reason, self-discipline, and the development of personal character as paths to happiness. Seneca, for instance, argued that the happy life is to have a mind that is free, lofty, fearless, and unwavering. A mind that is placed beyond the reach of fear, beyond the reach of desire. Through the rigorous practice of Stoic virtues such as temperance, courage, justice, and wisdom, the individual can transcend the fleeting pleasures and pains of the material world and find a deeper, more enduring form of contentment. This is not to say that the Stoics advocated for a life of cold, emotionless detachment. Rather, they believed that by cultivating reason and virtue, one could experience a richer, more fulfilling range of positive emotions, unburdened by the turbulence of destructive passions. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Here are some examples of how Stoic principles can be applied to daily life challenges. 1. Dealing with stress and anxiety. A Stoic approach would involve clearly distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. When faced with a stressful situation, a Stoic might ask themselves, what aspects of this can I directly influence or change? They would then focus their energy and attention on those factors, while practicing equanimity and acceptance towards the parts of the situation that are outside their control. As Epictetus advised, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. 2. Managing interpersonal conflicts. The Stoics emphasize the importance of cultivating virtues like justice, temperance, and wisdom in one's dealings with others. When faced with a conflict, a Stoic would strive to respond with reason and fairness, rather than reacting out of emotions like anger or resentment. They would also maintain a sense of perspective, understanding that the conflict is ultimately a storm in a teacup within the grand scheme of the universe. 3. Achieving work-life balance. Stoic principles can help us find harmony between our professional obligations and our personal well-being. By focusing on what is within our control, e.g. our priorities, our time management, our response to challenges, and practicing self-discipline, a Stoic worker can avoid getting swept up in the frenzy of endless productivity. They would also make time for contemplation, physical exercise, and the cultivation of virtues, understanding that true fulfillment comes from cultivating wisdom and character, not just external success. 4. Coping with illness or hardship. When faced with physical or emotional pain, a Stoic would strive to maintain a clear, rational perspective. They would acknowledge the reality of the situation, but refuse to be defined or consumed by it. As Seneca advised, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. The Stoic would focus on what they can control, their response, their attitude, their commitment to virtue, while accepting with equanimity the parts of the experience that are outside their power. 5. Developing self-awareness and wisdom. A core Stoic practice is the regular habit of self-reflection and contemplation. By taking time each day to examine their thoughts, emotions, and actions, a Stoic can cultivate greater self-knowledge and the ability to align their will with the natural order. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This commitment to ongoing self-improvement is a pathway to the Stoic ideal of eudaimonia, a life of true and lasting happiness. By drawing upon the wisdom of the Stoic philosophers, we can learn to navigate the ups and downs of existence with a steadfast commitment to reason, virtue, and inner tranquility, and in doing so, discover a more profound and lasting form of happiness. If you found value in this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more insights that can help you live a more fulfilling and purposeful life. And as always, I'm here to answer any questions or provide further guidance on your journey towards Stoic-inspired happiness.